Well, I'm indeed happy to be back with you today. Whenever we find times of crisis or need, we often look up to someone for help. And when we do so, often it ends up in disappointment because the ones whom we look upon for help may not understand what we expect of them. But it is never so with God. He truly understands what we want of Him, even before we could ask of it. When any need arises, we often look up to many directions for help to come to us. But God is always the last choice. Have you attended the funeral services? There you may often listen to words like this. Why did this day come to pass? Why should you leave me like this? What if I get another chance to get you back once again? Well, I have heard lots of such deep cries from the hearts of the loved ones who have lost their most dear lives. Just think and see. When God created man, He would have had lots and lots of plans and many kinds of dreams, for He is going to have man and his offspring with Him for eternity. But when Satan played his deceiving plans, God's heart would have been shattered, and his heart would have cried within himself because he has lost his loved one to sin. And his most precious creation is facing death. So God did not leave it like that forever. He worked out a plan of salvation where He could retrieve and bring back the life that man lost into Him for eternity. So God went to the extent of enduring death at the cross. After all these plans of salvation being a success at the cross, that Jesus has fought against sin and death, and He has redeemed this precious creation of His, the man, from the pangs of sin and death, how He would have felt. Won't He take care of man with extra care and extra love and extra grace? God is completely happy that you're back again in His arms, and this time Satan can never deceive you. In the book of Luke chapter 15, where Jesus speaks about the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the lost son. And we talk about the lost son. The father was so much awaiting for his son to come back to him that once he saw him coming a very long way back, he ran up to him and he hugged him amidst all the dirt and filthiness that was on him. It did not bother the father. He was so good and so loving that he went to his son and hugged him and kissed him, and he gave all the besties in his house. And there the father says, "My son, he was lost and he is found. He was dead and now he is alive." So how much of a celebration the father intended to make in his house because his son is now alive. Similarly, our great God Father, He is totally happy that we have accepted and understood His love for Him, and we have been relieved from the pangs of death and sin. My dear friends, this is time for you to understand how much the Lord loves you, how much He cherishes you, and He is ready to accept you like as you are. Just as we read in Luke chapter 15, the father came up to his son and accepted the son just as he was. So is the love of the Father. Come on, go ahead and explore this love, how much the Father desires to be with you. Stay strong, go ahead and live your life. God is with you, and God bless you.